In the history of Steubenville, Ohio, the greatest and best place to go on a date was the Fort Steuben Mall during the 1970s and 1980s. Where better to explore your endless curiosity of the opposite sex? Where better to woo a woman? I reached dating age in the 1980s, and the 80s culture was wonderful. We didn't watch it happen on a 3.5-inch cell phone screen. We participated in it. We embraced it. We swam in it. We danced in it. And we loved it. We were bright young things with blind optimism. I couldn't get enough of women's big puffy hairstyles and screaming neon-colored clothing with shoulder pads, acid-wash jeans, giant fishing lure earrings, the great music, the feel-good date movies, Airplane, Footloose, Dirty Dancing, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. Those fantastic John Hughes movies. I think he invented the 1980s teenager. Through Molly Ringwald, he taught us about dating and love in Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles, about social groups and angst in The Breakfast Club. The blueprint to happiness came from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You could explore each other's taste in music at the record store, share an appreciation of art from the record covers, what literature she liked at the bookstore, talked about popular culture from the magazine rack. She would show you her favorite recipes from cookbooks. A trip through J.C. Penney's, Kaufman's, and Sears. She would show plates, furniture, and other things she would get when she had a place of her own. In Kaufman's, you found out the name of the perfume she was wearing. We would play a game where she would point out clothing she thought I would look good in, and I would do the same for her. We would laugh that she was trying to make me look like a businessman, and I was trying to make her look like a stripper. You would watch her face go through 10 emotions, sometimes in the jewelry store alone. She would wait patiently while you got your geek on during a comic book event. You would watch each other interact with friends, neighbors, sales clerks, waiters, and waitresses. You found out her kindness was endless and genuine. A perfect date started at the record store, where you would purchase a cassette that hopefully would act as the soundtrack to a goodnight kiss. A comedy movie where you got to be in the dark with each other for about 2 hours. Afterwards, a stop next door at the game room for some friendly competition of air hockey, where she probably let you win, not to bruise your silly male ego. We would each throw a penny in the fountain and make a wish. At the florist, a single red rose could be bought for $2 that she now had to lug around. Next came a steak at York Steakhouse. She would order water and no dessert, saying she was watching her weight. But really, she was keeping the price down because she knew you didn't have a lot of money. Later, while walking through the crowded hallways, in front of the whole town, she reaches out and holds your hand. You imagine the people behind your back whispering she was way out of your league, and how did a guy like you get a girl like that? Wasn't it the greatest feeling ever? Didn't you want it to last forever? Isn't it on a list as one of the best days of your life? Your only worry in life at the time was that she would notice how sweaty your palms were. I said it in another video. The mall was for everybody. Cool in the summer, warm in the winter. It was our town square, the major source of our social glue. We were proud to be mall rats. If I could go back in time, any place, anywhere, just give me one more Saturday night at that Fort Steuben Mall. It's me, Camroy, on YouTube.